Hello everyone. You are watching Data Analytics Professionals. This is a lecture series on AWS and machine learning, and current topic is create a notebook instance using the Amazon SageMaker console in the AWS. This is lecture number 16 given by myself, Shanaz Malik, and I'm a data scientist. Please subscribe if you haven't until now, and please hit the notification bell so that you get notified as soon as I upload new videos. Before we begin, we need to know what is Amazon SageMaker. Amazon SageMaker is a fully managed machine learning service. And with Amazon SageMaker, data scientists and developers can quickly and easily build and train machine learning models and then directly deploy them into a production-ready hosted environment. SageMaker provides an integrated Jupyter authoring notebook instance for easy access to your data sources for exploration and analysis, so you don't have to manage servers. It also provides common machine learning algorithms that are optimized to run efficiently against extremely large data in a distributed environment, with native support for bringing your own algorithms and frameworks. Amazon SageMaker offers flexible distributed training options that adjust to your specific workflows. Deploy a model in a secure and scalable environment by launching it with a single click from the Amazon SageMaker console. Remember, training and hosting are billed by minutes of usage with no minimum fees and no upfront commitments. For further details, please check documentation and be accountable for any usage of AWS. Now, the roadmap to, as we always do exercise, we always have a task to accomplish in our each lecture series. So in our task, we have a roadmap. So number one, we will go and go to aws.amazon.com. Okay, there we sign in into console, and although we can use our root account, until now we have been doing so to do this task, but let's start implementing a real world scenario here, okay, and use our DAP admin, which I know you might have created your different name. You check your account first, which account is your admin. If you have created any different admin, okay, you will use that one, and I'm going to use DAP_admin account to create a notebook instance using Amazon SageMaker console. Okay, and give account alias and click next. I'm going to give account alias and then click next. I will give DAP admin. You have to give the one you have created, and make sure account ID or alias matches your own one. I will have my own one. My alias which I'm going to provide is DAP administrator, and you make sure IAM username is the one which you created, and I have, as I said several times, I have created DAP_admin, so we'll use it. Okay, so please provide your password and click sign in. I'm going to show you everything, so don't worry. So step number 8, we'll search for Amazon SageMaker from the services, as we have been doing always for other services. Under notebook, we will click on the notebook instances, make sure the region in is North Virginia, and we'll click the create notebook instance. Under notebook instance settings, we will see, I'll show you, there are some settings. We'll name it as, I'm going to name it as SageMaker Machine Learning. You can name it as you like. Under notebook instance type, under notebook instance, we need to instance type, we need to choose server configuration, and in our case we should choose ml.t2.medium. As of now, this is a 2-month free tire, comes with 2 CPU and 4 GB of RAM. But please double confirm with AWS staff or consult AWS agreements and documentation. Please remember, you're responsible for any charges incurred in the process. Okay, so this is really important to understand. Now we reach to step 13, and then we are going to go under IAM roles and choose to create a new role and choose specific S3 buckets. And in my case, I will choose SMalik, ML and SageMaker, SMalik -ML SageMaker, the one I have created early. So if you have created different, you have to choose that one. Then I will click next and create the role. By now you should get the message displayed success. You have created an MI role, IAM role. So leaving everything else as default setting and click create notebook instance. You should get the message success, your notebook instance is being created. Look, this is a roadmap, just these 18 steps. If you follow step by step, you are good to go. But as always, I always say, let's execute the task in our hand through our own account in AWS. Okay, so let's do it. So here I am. At the login page. So if you see if you don't have this login page, all you need to, for example, if you are maybe just a moment, let me put it like this so that I'm copying everything. Okay, for example, you can sign in also. You can also sign in using root account credentials. Okay, if I click this, you might have this page. That's not a problem. All you need to do is type in your email address and click next. That will be your root account, but we will enter this time through using, as I said, using the account which we have created. So in my case, I have created dap_admin, so I'm going to click next. So then it will come like this, and here you have to provide account ID or alias, and I remember I have created this alias. You might have created different one. So here is my alias, here is my IAM user account which we created early, and the password. You might have it different. You can use root password, you can sign in through using root account credentials. That's okay, but in real scenario, this is the way we actually do when you work for companies, big brands, and this is the way we do it. Okay, so it's up to you how you would like to proceed from here onwards. I suggest whatever I do, just do your best to follow me, and then you can always ask me in comments or email me, and I will guide you as best as possible to best of my knowledge. So here I go, sign in. So if you see now, I am under underscore admin, okay, at my username. So we are already logged in. So next thing is to now find the service which we are after, okay. So let's now do find a service. So all I need to do is I'm going to find Amazon SageMaker, okay. This is what I need, Amazon SageMaker. So I'm just going into, we can go into find services as we have been always doing, and then click on Amazon SageMaker, okay. Now you will find this navigation panel. If it's different, all you have to do is under notebooks, we have to click this notebook instances, okay. So you might not have this created, okay. This is, I have already created one, and you might you might have or you might not have anything here. So if it's blank, don't worry about it, that's okay, that's absolutely fine. Now what we need to do from here, so we have to create now this create notebook instance, okay. So I'm going to click here, and here I have to give name to it. So create notebook instance, and under notebook instance settings, all I have to name it. So you name it as you like, and I'm going to name it as SageMaker Machine Learning, okay. So, and then under notebook instance type, I'm going to choose, if you see, let me show you, we have a lot here, okay. Just don't go down, because that's, you'll pay for it a lot. So you pick ml.t2.medium, okay. Pick this one as on today, probably it is 2 months free tire, comes with I think 2 CPU and 4 GB of RAM, if I'm correct, but please check the documentation to be on the safer side. So I'm going to name it as this. I'm going to choose ml.t2.medium, and I'm going to leave this as none. Elastic inference, we'll talk about all this later in the series. And permissions and encryption, okay. I am going to say create a new role, okay. I'm going to say I'm going to choose create a new role, create an IAM role, okay. And then I will choose under this, I will choose a specific S3 bucket, okay. Now if you have followed me right from the beginning in this course, in this series of lectures, we have created S3 bucket, okay. You might have created it under different name, but if you have followed me in names as well, then as far as my S3 bucket which I have created, I named that S Malik hyphen ML hyphen SageMaker. We have to be very accurate, we can't typo it, otherwise it's not going to work, okay. So you have to specify here the one you have created. Maybe you have different prefix here, okay. Maybe it is the same, so you double check it before you are going to do it. So I have chosen specific S3 buckets, and I'm giving the name of the bucket, and then I'm going to leave this all as it is, and I'm going to say create a role. Click on create a role, okay. Okay, here you see success, you created an IAM role. That's excellent. This is what I was looking for. Okay, this is what I was looking for. And so what we have done until now, if we go down, so I'm saying root access, enable, give user root access to this. Okay, you know, our I'm going to leave it as enable. I'm not going to touch anything else because that's all optional. We will touch these things in later in this course. But here is the time. Here is our fun time where, you know, to actually see the final result. Okay, this is the time to see the final result. Create notebook instance, and this is what we are going to do. I clicked it and you see success, your notebook instance is being created. Now if you see, this is the one we created just now. Okay, this is the early one I have created. Don't worry about this line. If you see, notice the one we created is showing status pending, and that's fine. What actually is happening, whatever Amazon at the back end is working at the moment and is collecting all information, and basically it's creating our instance, notebook instance in North Virginia, and it has to do work. It has to allocate us space. It has to allocate us hardware. We chose the, you know, we chose the location. We chose the hardware, if you remember, you know, and it has to give us that space, and it has to document all that details. So that's what it is doing, and it might take few minutes, you know, maybe 2 minutes or maybe 5 minutes. It doesn't take long. It doesn't take long as long as everything at the back end, everything you have given is okay. Okay, so until I'm not going to now pause why I created this one, so that I show you what you could do afterwards. Although our lecture has finished nearly, okay, we have already created an instance, notebook instance. Okay, but let us now I thought, let me give you a bonus. Okay, let me give you a bonus, uh, uh, and the bonus is okay. So now what we are going to do, then under action we'll click open Jupyter Notebook, and Jupyter Notebook will open for us, and you know, you'll find SageMaker example and its good resources to learn. Remember to stop notebook instance. Just remember these things, you know, otherwise there are then students and people complaining, oh, I got charge of this and that. So whenever we work on the notebook, and that's fine, you know, if we have started it, but once we finish our work, it's good to stop the notebook instance from action. If you are not planning to work on notebook instance, for example, it's a weekend and you're not going to work it, for example, you're going to sleep, you know, and you are sure that you're not going to touch it for next 12 or 24 or 36 hours, so it's recommended, you know, I suggest you to stop it, and this should help to minimize or stop charges for, you know, for working on this notebook. So please refer to the latest AWS documentation and be accountable for any charges. Okay, it's very important. I'm reminding you again and again. And one cautious, don't store your files under SageMaker example, as they will get automatically deleted. Okay, you must create new folder under the home directory. Let's do it quickly. Okay, I'll show you how to do it. And click on notebook instance and create folder named as this. We'll do that, and let's go. Let's do all this bonus. So why I showed you all this, so you see now it's in service now, both everything is ready. So it didn't take much time, that's why I thought it's good to give you bonus. So now let's see what we are going to do, you know, on it. So how you can open, so actions, okay, you open the Jupyter and Open Jupyter Lab. So this is these are two different stuff, and work from here. Okay, I'll show you later on in the course what is the difference between this and this, but let's open Jupyter. Okay, so once we open it, so this is your notebook. Okay, this is your Jupyter notebook. Here are those examples, SageMaker examples. Okay, and this is really good resource. You can preview them, you can use them, and you see how many there are. Many more. Okay, so I'll show you later on. All this we will see. I'll pick some and and show you what it is and how you could use it. This is to be very honest, it is a very good resource to learn, to see how others in the industry are using all this. We have to remember, as I said, remember to stop notebook instance from actions, and I will show you what that also means. So for example, if you want to close this notebook, all you have to do is, for example, I will pick this, okay, then go into actions, and I can stop it, and I should stop it once I don't want to work on it. Okay, so this is the way. So you click here and it will stop, and if you have two, you click that one and you go and you stop. Excellent, you understood this part. And now what else I could share with you here. I said one more thing, that here we don't add our files here because they will get automatically most probably they will get automatically deleted. If you have to add your own notebook files, what you do is you go into home directory, which is here. Okay, and you create a folder here. And how we create a folder is simple. We go new and we say folder. We can have text files, we can have folders. Okay, and we can create our, for example, Conda Python 3 notebook, Python 2 notebooks, and all that. Okay, so for example, to create a folder, so we go into new and we create a folder. You see, I clicked new and I went into folder. Okay, and it shows me untitled folder. I click on this and I rename it. And how I'm going to rename it, that's up to you, how you will like to call it. I'm going to call it, as I have mentioned, SageMaker Machine Learning. And that's what we are in Amazon, and I have said we are going to learn about machine learning, and SageMaker is also related to machine learning. And so we are going to create this folder and then work under this. Okay, so here you created a folder in this application now. Okay, that's excellent. What else could we learn? I think this lecture has gone now, I think few minutes longer. I think let's stop here and let me show you how I'm going to stop all this. Okay, so all this is good. So I'm going to say quiet. I don't need, you have to shut down Jupyter. You can now close this tab. Okay, to use Jupyter again you need to relaunch it. Okay, server is stopped. Excellent. So I'm going to close it up from here. You see, it's all good. So I showed you this. So these are, I think we'll see these things later because this video has gone now, and big one. So let's close it up. Okay, and now let's stop it. So if you see they are both in service. Okay, I'm going to pick this one and I'm going to say stop, and if you see it's stopping, and I'm going to pick this one and I'm going to say stop, and if you see after some time it will say stop, and then once it stops, you can go and log out. Okay. uh, Excellent. So now I hope you like this lecture. Now I have a humble request: if you found this lecture useful, then please subscribe to my course channel. Please like and share this video with your friends and colleagues, students, uni, wherever you are, and please leave your feedback in the comment section. It is to be reminded, your feedback is extremely important for me to improve the contents of future videos. And remember, growing audience, for my channel, on my channel, gives me more and more motivation to keep on making wonderful videos for all of you. And having said so, I have to thank you all for watching all my lectures until now, and I hope to see you in next video lectures. Okay. And don't forget, remember this always: sharing is caring. And that's why I'm sharing everything what I know with you guys. With this, thank you. Thanks for watching, Data Analytics Professionals. And it's time to say goodbye. Have a good time.